Man, I wish it was unmuted for that intro because that would have been good.
Hey, what's up? My name's Jay Bruce. We're streaming. I got a mustache now, and welcome to tonight's episode of We Run the Night. It's a thing. I'm doing the thing. I'm definitely Jay Bruce. You can't prove I'm not. Um,
We'll just deep fake
yeah.
them.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you're ready to have a good time because things got wild last time. Before we got into it, we got some announcements. Oh, I lost all my announcements. I don't know what they are. And anyway, hey, Jay Bruce, you should go from here.
Oh, don't worry, Jabers. I got it.
Hey, thanks.
Oh,
Nice job, Jay Bruce.
uh, we are announcing things. Josh, what announcements?
There are no new announcements for this week because everything is kosher.
Well, there's one announcement.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
There's definitely one announcement. So everybody congratulate our GM Jay Bruce on his perfect cosplay of Bob's Burgers in Portland.
Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
I don't know what that means, but thanks.
Never seen an episode of Bob's Burgers?
I haven't.
Have you been to Portland?
Nope.
Have you?
Well, Travis, it was nice having you.
I also never. I've avoided Bob's Burgers all my life,
Yeah, same.
so it's just I don't know. I just stopped
It
watching.
just doesn't appeal to me.
I didn't know I hated you guys, but I do.
That's fair. That's fair.
Who took all the whimsy from your life?
Yeah.
This came out the same time around like Adventure Time, and
I
was
didn't
just,
care
like,
for that
turned off from
either.
those shows at the time.
I went to my room and read the dictionary. And...
Yeah.
I watched Critical Role instead 3 times.
There's the problem. Not that there's anything wrong with Critical Role. You just spent too much time watching one thing and you got hung up.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are doing. There is 9 days left of the Extra Life charity that we will have going for 2022. So if you guys are able to make any last-minute donations for that, please feel free to do so. And
You're
that's
doing a bonus Christmas 24-hour stream if we get to the next goal, right?
yeah, I'm sure all my family would love that.
For the kids.
For the kids, exactly.
It is
For
for
the
the kids,
children.
in fact.
It is. If you guys don't know what Extra Life is, it is a charity that helps provide games and all sorts of stuff for children while they're in the hospital. So make sure if you guys are able to help, thank you, Frostbite, with the command for the kids.
I'm just trying to get out of Christmas.
That's fair. Come on over.
Way to be there with the command there, Jay Bruce. Nice job.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, Jay Bruce.
We're gonna go around the table, and introduce our characters. We'll go ahead and start with Janky because they hate me.
Why would I hate you?
You said you didn't realize you hated us, but you do. So.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I do hate you. I do. I play Janky on this show, and because I hate you, I'm probably going to die soon. I am the resident Matrix expert, aka Decker. I also have a sniper rifle that I can fire from the Matrix, which is awesome. I've only used it a couple of times, but it is pretty cool. You can catch me hiding in Tiny's truck, and that is all.
And I just want to make sure you're in VR in the Matrix, right? Currently.
That's never a good question, but yes, I am.
Perfect. I was just checking,
Yeah.
just checking for
No,
facts.
I am. And
Okay,
you let
cool.
me know when I'm with God.
You know what? He's approaching shortly. Just check that Overwatch score.
I forgot about that thing.
Next up, we have Zayn.
That's me. My name is Zayn, aka Jason. I think somebody found out in the episode very early on, but we never really talked about it. Oh yeah, honey, you went through my stuff. So, yeah, that's me. I am. I'm Zayn. I am this party's full magician. Focus on spirit summoning. Tragic childhood. Brought up a street runner because that is the life for me. So I come here. I make sure we always have an exit plan, and I try to see into the future best I can. But I did not see this coming.
Nice. Next up, we have Reno.
I am Reno, the human face adept, with a bit of a lawful side and a bit of a gambling addiction side. Yeah, I'm good with edge stuff, spinning the edge. I'm a lucky person, so maybe some luck can get us out of our current situation.
And last but not least, Boxcar.
Hey, what's up? I am Boxcar. Hopefully, well, you know what? Boxcar's almost dead as it is, so we're gonna see how that plays out. Sad about it, but not too sad about it, but actually really sad about it. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So it's a thing. We're gonna have to figure it out, and we'll get there. But I am a aspected magician, and my aspect is casting Healy spells.
I love it. And for the one time, because Janky is repping some FaZe Clan, we gotta phase up everyone. But anyway, where we left off, because we did take a break last week because we were missing some players. We have a group of individuals who went into a apartment building, a very run down apartment building. As you guys made it through 2 different stories of druggies, chipheads, or other individuals under some sort of substance, you guys have made it up to the 3rd floor, where you guys have begun a extremely dangerous combat. You guys have cleared the first portion of it, thanks to some interesting decking going on behind the scenes from Janky, going from emptying magazines to making people blind and try to figure out where the lights went. All sorts of different things, even shutting a door and separating the rooms. But at the end of last combat, you guys were able to go ahead and continue the onslaught as the door opened up and multiple people began to flood out of it. Thanks to some well-timed spells. You guys were also under siege as well from a fireball, as you guys grouped up quite nicely for the enemy mage. And mixing that with some overcasting from Boxcar. Boxcar took some severe physical damage. Because for those of you at home, if your drain is above your magic attribute, it becomes physical damage. So watch your casting, fam. And you guys were in the process of going on to that next round of combat. And that is where we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off. Do you guys have any questions about said recap or where we were?
The character to Boxcar's north.
Mhm.
That's
That is
true, right?
the true. That is correct.
Who's the pretty man on the upper right?
That is one of the individuals you guys are fighting.
All right, and then this, I always remember her. And the dotted people, I think they are tied up or knocked out.
Those people are knocked out currently. Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then
And what is Boxcar's new status now that they've taken physical damage? What are they like?
they
Still single, as far as we know.
yes, unmarried.
And what would you say were some of their interests?
Magic.
Mm.
Specifically of the healing variety.
How do they feel about long walks on the beach?
Not bloody
I can
enough.
believe 'em, honestly. With hooves, sand is a little weird sometimes.
A little weird sometimes, yeah.
So
You gotta like power wash it out of there.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're in overflow currently. So they're in physical overflow, which they're still unconscious nonetheless.
Ooh,
And last but not
okay, then.
least, who was the hair you're protecting?
It was protecting Reno.
Reno. Gotcha.
Jay Bateman.
Jay
All right.
Bateman.
I remember that now.
All right. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do a pre-edge attack on the whip person.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what she had?
Yeah, monofilament whip.
The monofilament whip. Poke out from behind this corner. Actually, I'm going to take aim first. As a
Ooh,
minor.
there we go.
There it is.
There's the
Now
take
we're
aim.
playing some Shadowrun.
Yeah. Tase.
Don't taste me, bro.
See if I did this right.
I do what I want. Click, 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 click.
Also, as a side point, how much karma do you guys have set currently?
8.
5, 4.
I feel like that's a really personal question, and I'd like to know why you want to know.
I'm just trying to be retroactive and help you guys out, but if you guys don't want it, I won't give it to you until it's done.
No, just in the past, you've always
shit.
asked, how much karma do you have currently, or how much karma have you spent? You know,
no,
when
it's
it's going to be a bad time, like when a shadow spirit's going to try to suck the karma out of you.
Well, you can blame Reno for that. I mean, karma. I mean, Donnie. I mean,
Last I looked, I didn't sign up for getting the suck from a shadow spirit.
I ain't playing
most
with
people
it.
didn't.
I didn't roll my take aim dice. I'm going to do that.
Look at us using 17 dice. You're disgusting.
Let's see. Hold on. I didn't actually count my glitching dice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 18.
It's not half.
That's
it's
not a glitch.
It's not a glitch. No, very, very close, but not a glitch.
Let's
Isn't
just double count
9
that.
half of 18?
It has to be more
More
than
than
half.
Oh.
Is that considered electric damage or no?
9. Yeah, it's electric.
I believe she is wet from last session.
She is indeed moistened.
Did I already stun them?
You hit them with the stun pack. You didn't hit them again with the stun pack, though.
I tased someone else. I think that was some.
This one, you
Listening.
you tased the person next to them. That's currently
Okay.
dead.
Sweet. Well, then that was only a 6 hits. Not as high as I like spending a forage on, but
She will use 1 point of edge, her last point, to make you reroll one of your successes.
It's a
also
new session. Does she not get new edge?
Oh, you know what? You're right.
that's too late. You
Alright.
already cleared it.
Fair play. Fair play.
I want to be.
No, she only uses. She'll still only use one. She'll still only use one.
Teacher, we have homework, right?
Yeah.
What's her attack? Or what's her defense rating?
Ooh, good question. Good question. It is a solid 12.
I think mine is 8. So
So she gets a
No.
point of. No, it's 4 or more. Yeah, it's 4 or more.
Yeah.
So she gets a point of edge.
Yeah.
Yep. So did you reroll one of your success?
is it greater than 4? Right?
What-
5
no.
and 6s.
Greater than 5.
It doesn't matter. It's a 1.
All right. So that is now a critical or a glitch, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. As you go ahead, I will still roll my reaction plus intuition. So that is still freaking 4.
4 plus 5.
Yeah.
9.
9.
Plus she's wet. If
Yep.
that does anything.
I think it does. I think it gives you a. Is it +2? What's that? What does wet do for her or for your electric?
She has a -6 to
Oh.
defense tests against zap or cold, or electric or cold.
Defense test, like the actual -6
Yeah.
dice.
The
Dice,
actual
yeah.
Soak. Yep.
Ooh, you should re-roll those.
Well, it's soak, so it's the soak that has
Oh.
-6, not the.
Oh, okay.
But that is still enough to wipe out completely the body. Actually, that wipes out also the bonus that her armor has for it. So go ahead and roll damage.
9.
Yeah.
It's just 4
Oh, I
hits
guess.
plus 5.
Yeah, so 9 damage. She goes
Stun.
unconscious.
I just wonder what the glitch is. I would always worry when you don't say anything. I'm gonna find a snake in my pocket.
Exactly.
Is that a snake in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Whoa.
Go ahead and
Glitch.
roll your body
Okay.
as
I don't wanna.
the electricity jumps to you a little bit.
Nice. 4 hits.
4 hits. Holy sh!
That can't be right. Dice roll 14 plus.
Did
my
you
body's not.
Did you edge it? Is your edge
Yeah,
button on?
Yep. Yeah,
It's like that
I mean,
doesn't make sense.
I could be wrong, but what is a
I'll take it.
damage resistance test? That's what wet affects.
Soak.
Yeah, it's soak. Yeah.
Okay, making sure.
1 hit.
Okay, that seems more right. You go ahead and
I
take.
had 4. Yeah.
Let's see here. What is the base damage of your taser?
5.
You go ahead and take 4.
All right.
As you
think I have-
reach around the backside and
Yeah. I think I have electric resistance on my armor though.
nice. If you do, that adds. I think it adds to your dice pool for your
It
soak.
just negates.
Oh,
the
does it?
stun. Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything towards defense, but like even the flame stuff, it just prevents you from burn status. So yeah, I've got electric resistance. I
Okay.
believe that just removes the
Zapped. Quality.
zap.
Okay.
If I were to receive that.
Okay. Cool.
Did I?
Not. I mean, does your suit or does your taser cause a zap, right?
Yeah.
So you would take the damage, which would be that 4, but you don't get the zap quality.
Okay. It's important because if I would have got the zap quality, then I have to reduce it from my electric resistance.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
It's 1 and done.
Yep, you would have got it from your taser.
Okay. That's just what I want to be clear.
Yep, you're good. Thank you for helping me. All right. Anything else you want to do with any of the miners?
I think pick up, put down is a major.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab her a monofilament whip. And actually, that I get a free miner for that because of my nimble fingers. So that would be a free action, I believe.
Because of your nipple fingers?
Yep.
My nipple fingers.
Oh, I hate it.
Honestly, what I had.
The clear bonus always for nipple fingers.
Always. It's always a free
More
action.
effective when it's colder outside.
True. Why do you think I'm letting it happen?
Yeah.
I'll just stay here for now.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, let's get out of here.
You don't want to move or anything with your miners?
I'm going to hold it.
Okay.
There's still that one dude left.
Cool. I mean, there's more than one dude left. You guys...
On this side of the door.
Yeah,
The door's locked, though. Hopefully.
it is.
I'm wanting to grab one of these people, is what I want to do, but I don't have a major action to.
I believe this one
Grab.
Yeah,
manacles.
Yeah.
that one's been manacled. That one is just... The one on the far side is just unconscious.
But if she's unconscious, she's.
Oh, I
gonna be
forgot. She
important,
is
right?
not. She is not dead. She is just unconscious.
Yeah, if she's unconscious, she might be important. So I want to kind of get her and let's dip before these guys get out.
Let's get out of here before these dudes figure out that we punched them in the face real hard.
Yeah,
Janky, you're up.
yeah. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna grab. Let's grab this lady and get out.
What's up? I'm Matt Damon. I punched that guy in the face.
I have absolutely no idea what to do.
Okay.
Since they're just leaving.
I mean,
Can I command the truck to pull up closer?
You can. Do you want it out the back entrance or the side entrance where you guys came in, or at the front entrance?
I would love to be able to spend a minor to do a matrix perception to understand the quickest route or the most likely route they're going to take, and then command the truck with my major to move them, or to move the truck to where I think they're going to come out.
Yeah. Easy enough, especially because you already got into the cameras once. I mean, obviously, going down the stairs and heading that same way, as long as there isn't people on the lower floors kicking up with all the gunshots and everything else going off up here, the explosions, the fireballs, screams, all this, as long as they're not causing any sort of chaos on the first two floors, going down the way they can would be the quickest way.
Okay. And it's a major to command the truck to move, right?
That is correct. It is a major to command.
Because I'm not a rigger. I think it's
correct.
It's a minor for a rigger, but I don't have an RCC.
Right,
so
right.
You
have to actively. It's more of, instead of going into RCC, it's more of accessing Tiny's RCC and being like, "Hey, go do this."
like a low key free hack, yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah, then that is what I will do with my turn, and I will try to have the truck ready for them to hop into.
Okay. The Harrier will go ahead and shoot this individual because they have shown themselves to be hostile. I forgot. The nicest thing about having everyone's character sheets here
is that you can just do this.
I can actually just do the thing,
Mm-hmm. Click the button and do the thing.
Seems both fair and legal and viable.
Okay, so that is 3.
Not at all identity theft.
Seems legal.
That's
they
not
have
a joke.
1 to hit.
It's not.
Damage him. Does say what weapon is on them. Okay. Yep. This guy goes down as a burst fire from the drone just lights into him in the corner, and he just just hits the wall and just slides down into a seating position.
Ouch.
Yep. Okay. They are trying to get that open, but are struggling.
Jeez it.
Matt, do you have a spirit on 15, or where your spirit was gone, right?
My spirit's hiding behind this person.
Your spirit has been broken.
Ah, yes. Your spirit's up.
Cool. If I remember right, he intimidated one person and then was going to attack the other.
Correct.
So let's just engulf this guy.
That's messed up.
So now what I can do is hit the engulf button.
Nice.
That didn't do anything. So I think it's actually close combat.
Mm-hmm. You may have to open up that button and make sure that there's a skill attached to it.
Combat force plus.
I know I had to go back through and assign actual attributes to the buttons I'm trying to roll.
Oh, I see what you mean.
This monofilament whip actually has an insane attack rating.
Yeah, it does. Why do you think she was just trying to grind, just smack that edge?
I think that is correct.
Yeah, it should be.
Attribute 7.
Yeah, it should be a dice pool 12.
Yep. So, yeah, 2 hits.
Okay.
On that engulf.
And that's just same as being hit, so...
Yep. Normal defense test.
He dodges out of the way of being engulfed by your spirit.
Alright, unfortunate. But that is what it is sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no minor actions or anything I can think of for the spirit, so we're good there.
Okay. The True is going to move and pick her up. He's on this side of the door, but he is here.
He phased.
Yep. He has her on his shoulder. Put his axe on his side, holding shield and her in one arm, and just sort of beginning to head towards the door. Tiny is up and will begin to head towards the door as well. Giving a new command of not letting anyone come through that door and having the Harrier sort of like stand in the middle of the hall, or like float in the middle of the hall with all guns aimed at the door.
That seems kind of badass.
Boxcar, you are taking a nap currently.
Yeah.
Did they have to like roll anything for overflow?
That's what
or-
I'm checking.
Because I was thinking maybe I just full commit to burning an edge to not die. Oh yeah, Ian, that's such a good idea. You should totally do that.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Don't
burning.
I did a nod. I did a nod.
Sorry, I was getting my book.
How brave.
The burning an edge, I think, only is if you were go to like that full overflow. I don't think it's you. I don't think you can burn an edge to.
I can't just burn an edge to stand back up.
I don't think so.
Are you not in overflow?
I am an overflow.
Yeah, they are.
I have one more point, like one more box of overflow damage before death.
I think burning an edge just gives you like a point of box, something like that.
Box point.
It's not like you heal all your overflow. I don't think it's like a instantly saved.
Like a successful death save, or
Yeah.
So you can permanently lose 1 point of edge for a smackdown. Sometimes you want or desperately need the blow. That is definitely hard. A smackdown counts as an automatic success on whatever test you were about to make,
What is that test?
with 4 net hits to boot. Wow, that's actually insane.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But yeah, you permanently burn an edge. So like if you need to succeed, it's succeed plus 4. And then not dead yet.
I have trauma
Allowing-
patch.
Allowing to survive the killing blow. Though it does not necessarily remove you from the situation to put your life in danger. If, say, you were wearing cement shoes in the bottom of a river, burning edge might allow you to find old discarded scuba tank, but it won't automatically get you out from under the water. So it would be from the killing blow. So right now you are still there, but how much edge do you have total?
4 total.
Um,
So I could use all 4. No, because that's like
you could use heal. You could use 4 to heal a single box from the physical, which does not really help you.
No, I think I'm just down. I think that's where I'm at.
Yep.
I have a stim patch, but that gives you stun damage.
After the come down,
it,
right?
It recovers stun damage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Speaking for a tiny here, is the Harrier the one that has the airlift capability?
Yeah, it does. Actually, they would have, instead of saying, because they mentioned something about it actually. It would actually go and pick up Boxcar instead of holding the door. You're right.
Yeah, I think they may have even mentioned.
I
that as a
think they
plan
did.
last-
I
yeah.
think they did. So Boxcar, you are currently being held by the Harrier drone.
All right.
Not that you know, because you're taking a nice, long-deserved nap after partying. Which is weird because your body doesn't want to sleep right now after the long haul that you were given.
Absolutely not.
Perfect. Zayn, you're up.
So what is Boxcar like right now? Are they laying on the ground?
Well,
Are they
they're currently being
Harrier?
held by the Harrier.
Yeah,
But they're still within reach.
Airlift.
Okay.
Claw.
As they're being airlifted up, not Boxcar, Boxcar's. Zan will go ahead and place a hand on Boxcar's chest and cast heal.
Okay.
Spells.
Because it was drain damage turned physical, I can only heal the overflow amount plus 1 box.
Correct.
Oof. All right. I'm gonna spend 4 mana for.
Edge.
Yep.
Whichever resource it is.
I was like, damn, y'all got mana?
Yeah.
You're getting paid?
All right, you heal 2 points.
Nice. You're still in overflow, right?
I'm still in overflow, but I am 3 boxes away from death as opposed to just 1.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not in the greatest shape right now.
I don't
no,
think
you're
anyone really is. Well, I guess
I'm
there's.
the one that's dying.
I mean, that's also true.
Like, I can't be mad at you trying to help me.
I mean, you could. Go ahead and resist that drain.
How messed up would that be? Wow, only 2 points of healing?
Wow,
Really?
that's.
Yeah, come on. Alright.
You take 1 point
Which
of
got some
drain.
edge to, like,
point of edge.
add points to that.
I don't want to. I mean, I did. I rerolled. I rolled 0 hits initially, so I had to reroll.
They
I used all
rerolled
my dice
5
to reroll all 5 hits.
and got 1.
It's rough.
It's not great. I've got a -2 to my wounds and a -2 because I'm sustaining a wet spell.
Nice.
All right, so that is my major action. Free action. I'll just look at everybody retreating. I'm like, what about the centaurs? That's the whole reason we're here. We're not gonna make sure they're safe before we go.
If we're safe, then we have a chance to help them be safe. But if we go down, then it doesn't matter for them because they're going to be whatever it is they're doing here anyway. So let's save ourselves and come back with a better plan.
Speaking of, Reno, you're up.
Oh, that was fast. I guess everyone else is locked behind a wall.
Right. It's weird what happens when half the people can't do anything.
All right. So the whip lady, is the true carrying her, or
Yeah,
was that
the true is
the
on.
harrier?
No, the true is putting her like on her shoulder and carrying it.
Okay. Is he struggling at all?
No.
Should I help?
No.
All right. Cheesing it. Let me do. Let me do a perception check and just see what kind of weapons these guys have.
Okay.
On the floor. What I find where my perception skills. That's 3 hits.
3 hits.
Yep.
And just the people around you. Where
Where
the true was, right. Where the true was and picked up the lady, there is a monofilament whip that is on the ground.
Right, I grabbed that already.
And then
There's 2 of them.
no, it was just the one.
I got all these whips. What do I do with them?
The guy
Use them.
the guy above you has a Ares Predator. The guy next to him also has Ares Predator. This guy back here has an Ares Predator. Yeah, just these 3 are just Ares Predators from where you round up.
All right.
But you do remember and recall that both the individuals in here, the person in here was like there was 2, I guess. One was a full auto weapon, and the coming from both sides of that door.
Yeah. What I'm actually thinking, I want to run over to who's the blinded guy who's dead, just north of me.
That guy is just some goon.
All right. I'm gonna let's check his pockets for an identification.
Yeah. He's got a comm link in there. It is locked. But with your 3 on perception, you do recognize a familiar tattoo on the back of the neck.
Okay. That's the What is it?
The Humanus.
Okay, I didn't want to see.
Yeah. No, it was the same people that were that passed by the other day, and as well as the bartender had that you were talking to.
Yeah. I want to know like his SIN information. I guess his phone, but is there like a wallet? I'm thinking of modern day licenses, but they probably wouldn't have that. It's all digital.
It's all
right?
digital. Yep. So you'd have to open up the phone to be able to look at the SIN that's attached to it, or have someone who could read it.
I'll just observe his face for a while. So
Sure.
I'll use my major action. That'll be a major action to observe his
Observe in
face.
detail.
Observe in detail. Not observe in detail. 3-dimensional memory.
Oh, that's also
I'm
good.
saving his face into my
That's
face
terrifying. Your Facebook, if you will.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm putting my fingers in his nostrils.
Robo Eyes Kenny, I thought you died at the apartment.
So that's what I do.
Okay.
Major action, and I moved.
And where'd you move to? Just to where you
where I
are?
am now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's been
you are.
Probably. It's too many people. I'll stay here.
Jinky, you're up.
Oh, kidoki.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm going to use threat analysis.
Okay.
So I'll highlight enemies giving allies edge to their defenses. They'll get a defense test bonus to everyone will get a defense test bonus as long as they have access to my AR feed equal to my electronics plus logic.
And then what are you using for the AR feed to be able to see the
Well, so
threats?
as long as they have as long as I can send them a signal like they have like eyes or goggles, as long as they have it, then that's what it is.
Perfect.
So if any of you don't have cyber eyes, glasses, goggles, if you don't have access to
AR,
then you don't get the bonus.
which I think is only the true who doesn't have any sort of AR capabilities.
The street Sam does have AR?
No, remember, because they're
They're from the future or the past.
the past.
They're from D&D.
Right, exactly.
So you get to add 7.
Jesus, no wonder we nerfed that in the LC. We capped it at your data processing in the LC.
Still get 7.
Yeah, that's still it's still disgusting. But we didn't one time, and the Decker decided to pre-edge on threat analysis, and they added like plus 13 to their defense pool. We said that won't happen again.
Not gonna happen again.
Okay. The Harrier is moving down and has exited the scene with Boxcar. Or at least headed to the second floor, I should say. You guys hear a banging sound on the other side of this door. And your spirit is up again.
I will go ahead and just. Well, I can't go, so the spirit will just, I guess,
Right.
do the same thing. Go ahead and attack the person next to him.
Okay. I figure the spirit would just have to.
Keep doing what the spirit do.
Jesus.
All right. Yeah. So it's, another 2 hits. Dang.
Another 4.
All right. Nothing.
So get out of here.
Jeez. These rolls are terrible. All right. Whatever.
All right. That is Spirit's turn. The True will go ahead and make it to here. And they will actually roll athletics to see if they can get some extra distance.
And they're carrying the filament girl.
Yep. And they don't have athletics, so what is... Huh. Well, that's not great.
Should I help? Should I help the True carry this?
No. I was just gonna say. I mean, he's able to carry her, but it's more of the fact that, yeah, I was trying to see if I could get, but it would be defaulting, which I don't want to default on it. I think critical glitch or something, and have people break their necks or something.
I don't want any unconscious people to die again.
Exactly. Seeing all the combatants being dealt with, Tiny will also head downstairs to the second floor. Boxcar is along for the ride. Zayn, you're up.
Zayn will go ahead and just look down at his hands, clench his fists in frustration. One minor action, and he's just going to dismiss the water spirit in the other room, having it get out of there. And then I'll retreat as well.
Okay.
It's amazing how heavily one misplay can change the entirety of a fight.
It's weird how that happens.
I think we're winning.
We haven't lost, that's for sure.
That's true.
It's a strategic retreat. We have
Yeah.
someone with a unique photo as their character icon, so they have to be important, right?
Yeah, that's how that checks out.
Oh wait. Also, would Tiny have grabbed this guy since he manacled him?
Yeah. Well, he would have if the True wasn't carrying someone who looks a little bit more.
Okay.
Right. But while they are unconscious, they will go ahead and grab their manacles and then head back out.
Gotcha.
Reno, you're up.
Everybody with open hands, grab an unconscious person.
Grab it unconscious. Let's go.
Carrier's
Grabbing
like,
this
I
guy,
don't
but
know
I'm
what
like
to
a
do.
strength of 2, so that's not happening.
Yeah, I'll just cheese it, and I'll even sprint.
Ooh. Roll that athletics.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
2.
Nice.
That's 2 meters, right?
I think so. Meter per hit.
And I'm just gonna move down this hallway. Let's say. Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong
Head
button.
towards the exit.
Cool. Reno. Not Reno.
That was me.
Yep. Janky.
Take aim towards the door.
Okay.
With my
Okay,
taser,
so
can reach
I can
10
tell
feet.
folks are on their way out, right?
Yes, because you still have access to everyone's AR feeds and the drone specifically, who you can see that's carrying boxcar and heading down the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna jack out and start getting my rifle out in case I need to shoot somebody as people are getting in the car.
Do you need to roll to jack out?
Ooh, jack out. Let me double check. I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I do. Only if I've been link locked.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm good.
Nope.
Have you been link locking with people out there?
If you were a loved one who had been link locked, please call Jacobian Myers.
Let me take a note of that name. The Harriers made it through halfway through the second floor. The True has made it out and into the stairwell as well. Tiny is right next to the drone. Zayn, you and Reno are the last two on the floor.
Yeah, I'll
After
go
me.
ahead and sprint out of here as well.
Okay.
So it's athletics.
Yeah, plus agility. So if you haven't
Alright,
used...
so default on agility.
Yep.
You snap an ankle.
Just stumble down the stairs.
It might be safer, yeah. Just to
That's
walk.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here then. Yeah. 1, 2.
Gonna roll to the exit.
Just crawl. Okay. And then Reno, I'm assuming you're cheesing it down as well.
No, I'm gonna fight this whole crowd. I'm gonna unlock the door.
Actually, I would like to drop my concentration on one of the things and then try to summon a quick task or a quick guardian spirit in this thing.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I'll be on.
Cheese it. Okay. Everyone on the second floor, which would now be everyone besides Boxcar and Janky, I guess, roll a perception for me.
Okay. All right.
Audio, if it makes a difference for you.
English
Sure.
gives me an extra point. It's important that it's spoken in English.
Nice. 2 hits. Nice.
I guess I have my. Do I have an audio enhancement? I don't recall. Do.
Yeah, 1 hit for mine.
Okay.
So for my Force 3 Guardian Spirit, I did get 1 command or
Okay.
1 success. I would like to say, hey, this person. I'll look at Boxcar. There might be more like him up there. If they're tied up, bound, whatever. Can you please just go up there, search, and if they're there, let me know. That's all I need, and then you can get out of here.
It just sort of telepathically says understood.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. And then I'll continue to walk down.
Okay. As you guys make it to the stairway going into the first floor, you guys do hear a loud explosion coming from the 3rd floor. You guys feel the shaking of the building. But you guys are able to continue outwards. Out the side door, you guys do see the rig powered on, ready to go. But also inside the where the door would line up at for you guys do see the door is open and a Janky with a sniper rifle in position just in case.
I'll look at you know his name, the guy with the drones.
Tiny.
Tiny.
17 episodes, guys. 17 episodes.
We had never talked to Tiny.
What's his name? Mason?
Mason? I don't know.
What I was thinking is like, that's not it.
That's
I'm not even gonna say it. And that's what threw me off. Look to Tiny. Not now. Let us get out of the building first.
Oh, what do you mean?
That wasn't you?
No. I thought that was Janky.
He's got a sniper.
That's explosive rounds. I don't know.
Yeah, right. But you guys all file into the truck, and Tiny tells it to go. As you guys take off, the spirit comes back to you and lets you know there were people similar.
Alive?
No. And their essence, what was left of them, seemed to lessen.
Lessened?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. You've gone above and beyond what I've asked, and I thank you so much for it. That's all the commands I have for you, so I can't tell you to do anything else. But I hope that you have a great day all the same.
And disappears back into the astral space.
I know I'm unconscious, but I don't like the fact that their essence is less than what it started. That's some bullshit.
It was a lost cause, anyways, guys. We were too late.
Drop it off. Let's get out of here.
Get Boxcar in the Valkyrie unit as quick as we can.
Yeah. Tiny goes ahead and has the drone drop them off on the Valkyrie unit, and then gets them all tucked in, and then hits the go button for it, and has the Valkyrie unit begin to mend Boxcar. Where are you heading off to? Are you guys heading back to the station?
I don't personally think that's a good idea.
Go around the block a few times. Let's wait for the heat to cool down.
Maybe we gotta try to. What's the plan with this Humanus person? Why did we bring them here?
Oh, and the explosion. What was up with that? Actually, we should probably.
Yeah, actually, I don't
Nah.
know. Why would they? Explode something? I didn't do it because I can't.
I didn't do it.
Tiny.
I had told Reno I thought it was janky, so.
So that just leaves Boxcar.
Dang it, Boxcar.
What do you know?
Every day it's like this with Boxcar.
I mean, maybe I guess they would be blowing up some type of database. What do they have to hide?
I mean,
I don't know.
didn't we have Janky lock the door?
Oh, they were trying to blow through the door to get to us. That could be good.
They'd blow their own door.
I mean, if they were locked out of their own door, then maybe. If they didn't have access to it.
They don't even know who we are.
No.
Well, let's try to keep it that way, honestly. But when I
We
said it
killed
was
everyone,
lost,
right?
well, we killed everyone, but unfortunately, so did they. I summoned a guardian spirit, went up there. All of the centaurs were already dead, and their essence was drained per se. So I don't know if they have some type of weird ritual or what, but yeah, it was already a lost cause.
Well, there was definitely Humanus up there because as we were getting out of there, I was scanning one of their faces, and they have the tattoo. It looks like this, and I'll match that guy's face. Show them the tattoo.
I thought you were gonna say, "I'll show them my tattoo."
Oh no!
It looks like
This isn't my tattoo. You can just match it.
Yeah, sure.
It's
I think it's my tattoo.
it's a tattoo foci. But yeah.
Probably you couldn't even use. You couldn't see it astrally either because it's
No, yeah.
a permanent.
Exactly.
This is how I'll remove it.
You could also show the person that you have unconscious who also has it on the back of her neck.
Oh yeah.
Too easy.
Gosh.
Um.
So what? We bring this person back to Odyssey and other dad, and just be like, "Hey, sorry, your standards are dead. We brought you a person as tribute." Like, what's the plan with them?
I just figured we could get answers out of them. So there's more. I didn't expect I mean, don't look at me. I don't even know why we're here. I just got off of this drug binge, and
Same.
just going with the flow here.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
It's not a problem. I'm just.
I think we-
do it every once in a while.
I think we should wait till Boxcar is awake, and then ask them what we should do. I don't want to go back to the station. We didn't really leave on the best of terms.
Oh, I do have this whip, though, from the lady. I don't really feel inclined to give it back to her. Does anyone want it? I can try it, but I don't.
We can
They-
sell it. Does it sell for a lot? I don't know.
It looks fancy.
I'll take a gander. What does it look like?
It looks like a whip, maybe made out of monofilament. And judging by the accuracy, I'd say it's got about an attack rating of 14.
I was wondering.
Uses exotic skill, not melee.
Yeah, I'd have to learn how to use it.
It's true. Upon
Can I
hearing,
use it from the Matrix?
nope, because you still.
No, my bad. Okay, no, I'm good
think
then.
there's-
Actually,
You can put
Okay,
it
I'll
in
just give it back to her.
Roan could use it.
Your spirit could use it. I think it has exotic weapons.
I think a lot of them do that.
Just hand it to your spirit. Go nuts.
The spirit's just out here like, yeah.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Give it to an air spirit, turns to a tornado with a whip.
With a monofilament whip? That sounds terrifying.
I think y'all just made my next character. Jakey's gonna play in traffic for a little bit.
That's fair.
Attack rating is also based on your reaction instead of your strength.
As you head that way, it will still take quite a bit of time. Actually, it's able to roll a medicine for the Valk mod. Does anyone happen to know what exactly that rolls?
It's BioWare, not medicine.
I just
Right.
here.
BioWare is logic.
Which would be logic.
Right.
I would also like to state that we somehow tied up this unconscious person.
Easily enough,
Let the record show.
Tiny will walk over and manacle them.
And I'll do some natural recovery as well.
For stun?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was this willpower?
Body plus willpower. It automatically stabilizes anyone hooked to it.
Okay, nice.
And it can be used to do a rating 4. So
We have enough time for like a natural recovery.
you guys will have time for a single for stun. You will.
Oh, there's a button for it.
Mm-hmm.
There is, but
And then you can also boxcar. You heal 3 boxes of physical,
All right.
which I think puts you at 1 box. You are welcome back to the land of the living as you are all hooked up inside of the Valk.
I assume it has like a lid that closes over the top.
Yeah, it has like a, I want to say a plastic, but a see-through a lid that keeps, it has like all your stats lined up on it so you could like look at the patient and see it.
I've always wondered what my stat line looks like.
It's not great right now.
So as like Boxcar kind of like comes back to slowly, but think like Luke waking up in the back of the tank where it's like a little shocking at first, and it's like, oh, okay, no, I'm alive, we're okay. And then after a couple seconds, they just give like a really weak knock, like right on the side of it, trying to get somebody's attention, just to like let them know that I'm alive.
Tiny will look over and like point at you and tell you to stay in and let it keep doing its thing.
Stay there.
But they'll look to the rest of the group. Maybe Boxcar is alive, but I think we should have them still.
After an hour,
yeah, thank God.
Reno will probably be asleep again. Because my kamikaze's wearing off.
Mm-hmm.
Not asleep, but I do have fatigue too, but I can't go to sleep because I have long haul.
Right. We're not feeling this super greatest.
So I'm just like, I got my sunglasses on, just head down. I look like I'm asleep.
Right.
Guess you could say in this situation that long haul truly is a hell of a drug.
This is the kamikaze come down mixed with the long haul. It's
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 rough.
like when you take NyQuil and try to stay up real late, so you start hallucinating.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I mean, the best way to take NyQuil.
You mean the only way?
Take NyQuil and just
Yeah,
force
there's a different
yourself
way.
to stay awake. You start feeling different.
It's just like Travis is like, what kind of NyQuil are y'all taking? I want in.
I have NyQuil. I'm doing that tonight. I don't have to work tomorrow. This is
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm
great.
saying.
That's how I wake up.
Wait. As you guys take about an hour, you guys do a little bit of a couple, just a lap or two around the station just to finish up with your resting before arriving back at the station. Upon your arrival, you do see both of Boxcar's dads standing outside, sort of waiting to see what comes out.
Well, time to face the music, I guess.
Hey, did we find out what happened? Did we get them? Did they get us? What's going on?
We were too late. I sent a spirit up to find the centaurs. They were
Satyrs?
already on. Worse than that. I'm sorry, but their essence seemed to be like drained or lessened. I don't know what it is, so I don't. Yeah, they.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I mean, had a hunch going into it, but it always sucks. Cool.
At this point, Tiny will help you out of the Valkyrie module and sort of like have like an arm wrapped around you to help you walk as you're barely put together as is.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll, I guess, head with the rest of the group towards the station. The first thing you guys notice is while Conductor and Odyssey both had furrowed faces and look very upset. You can definitely see their mood shifts as they see Boxcar barely able to walk with the amount of fatigue that they've been through. Almost like you see multiple like cuts and slashes where it almost feels like the mana like literally ripped out of them. And you guys are slowly making your way. Odyssey sort of gets a few steps down the stairs of the side of where the trains would come up at, and is sort of more concerned. You all right?
No. Like, I wish I could. I wish there was a snappy, witty thing to say. No, I'm not. We're not. I don't know about them. I'm trashed.
Well,
Not in the good way.
let's
Not in a fun way either.
let's get everyone inside so we can talk. And they will go ahead and have you guys go to the office. And you guys head that way. Conductor still almost definitely with a sense of concern all over their face, but definitely still looked frustrated and disappointed. As you guys walk in, Conductor will have you Boxcar sit down, and Odyssey will help you get to the chair, sort of put your feet up, and Odyssey will sit next to you, and you guys see Conductor shut the door. So
So we ran into some humanists. We found out where their base is. Killed a few of them, but unfortunately we were too late to save your kind.
And you sort of see Conductor sort of shake their head, put their hands over their face. All of them?
Yeah.
We can get them back. They took us. We can take them. I took my guys in half-cocked without a plan, and ran us into a bad situation. And Boxer kind of looks around the room at the rest of the group and is like, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. We got one of them already. You know, maybe that's good enough.
One's better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, nothing to be sorry about. Boxcar, we jumped in feet first as well, thinking that maybe we were bigger than this, but apparently not. But we at least brought someone back and take a look at Boxcar, look at Odyssey and Conductor, knowing the type of magic that goes on here. I don't know what you can do with it, but we've got one of them.
I can do.
Odyssey gets a very, as you can see, sort of Odyssey barely taking their eyes off of Boxcar. When a single tear goes on their face. I have so many things that we can do.
You ever seen somebody's blood on the outside when it wasn't supposed to be on the outside?
Yeah, pretty frequently, actually.
I mean, like, okay, no, I can't think of a better way to say that, but, like, you ever seen it, like, pulled through somebody's skin without them getting cut or anything like that? It just kind of, like, sweats out of them?
It's just the thing basilisks do, right?
Yeah, that's the thing that basilisks do.
What?
I read about this ancient technique where you could suction something to you and it would just pull blood out, but I've never seen it.
Liposuction.
I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, probably.
Are they on the truck?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll be back. Yeah, and you see sort of Odyssey just sort of storm out. Conductor follows up, and Conductor will shut the doors again. So, I will make this perfectly clear. While I appreciate what you guys did for us, Boxcar, you have a debt to pay.
Excuse me?
What?
Look, I didn't really work with them. We were here together, and they asked me if I could help. I don't even know if they asked, to be honest. I felt forced into the situation, so I'm going to go wait outside.
Good. Go stand outside, bud. And Boxcar will kind of shift in the chair to look at Conductor again. The hell you mean debt to pay? If anything, you owe me.
That's a triggering
I-
word.
I go sit in the corner.
Are we talking like what? 5,000, 6,000 median? I got this.
No, less of Nguyen and more required services.
This is real funny there, because you know the last time that anybody got involved and I popped off, you told me to leave. And now somebody comes around sniffing around looking for us, and I pop off, and now I've got a debt to pay because you need my services?
They pretty much paid their life in that last mission. We had to bring them back from the literal edge of what they could withstand. They still have more to pay.
Well, what I see is you and your group who were watching that portion allowed 5 satyrs to walk off with Humanis. So as far as I'm concerned, there's still 4 more lives they have to pay.
I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Is there a host in the station?
There is.
It's about to get hacked.
Boxcar stands up, and by
They
the time
have
they get to their
fucked
full height,
around
they,
and
like,
they are about to find out.
they like stumble a little bit just
Uh-huh.
because equilibrium's still off,
Right.
and they get like that kind of close to conductor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like absolutely in their face, just like you don't have the guts or the balls to do anything that I've done to protect us, and you're gonna say that I have a debt to pay.
Boxcar, the nice thing is I don't have to do what you did. I have people that do that for me. Such as yourself now.
Every turn, growing up, learning, being a part, experiencing life as a satyr on the outside, everybody looking in, going, we're poached, we're every other word for hunted and just undesirable or overly desirable, fetishized, exoticized, right? Those words. You have never once lifted a finger for any of us. It's always been you asking us to do the things for you. So when do you get involved?
I don't know who you think created this place, allowed people to rest here. That was my doing. I allowed for everyone else to be here. That is when I was involved, was laying the founding for all of this. I don't know if you notice your name is Boxcar, which means you're at the back. So get on the train or get out. If you want to really help us, besides help losing us, then get on the train. Otherwise, I know people who will find people.
I just need you to make it. I need you to make up your mind.
I gave you my mind. I told you to stay here and pay your debt.
Boxcar is no longer a runner. They have to stay here enslaved to this train.
Right. I'm grounded after being kicked out. Like I'm very confused. Make up your mind. Am I a part of the family, or am I a monster?
I think that is a choice that only you can make. I can't make that choice
like
for
you.
You.
Get to make that choice for me right now, based on how
Boxcar,
you
sounds
talk.
like your family's made of fucking monsters. We know what Odyssey has created.
Right.
Looks
You know,
over
Odyssey's
looks
fine.
over to you, and you keep his name out of your mouth if you know what's good for you, if you want to leave the station alive.
Wow.
Fucking blood mages, I swear.
Right. I picked up tradition because it's tradition. You know the Odyssey's he's slipping, right? You know that?
You
What
mean,
did he sacrifice to make a blood spirit?
Yeah.
Do you know?
yeah, I do. I ordered it.
A fucking deer?
No, Humanus.
Makes you better than them, huh?
It's dangerous, man.
Yeah, it's dangerous, but when you have people who blow up because they can't control their temper, we have to take proactions. And you see, Odyssey can at least control that spirit. Yeah, it's a little shady. Yeah, for now. But as far as we know, we have a better chance of controlling that spirit than people can for tearing veins out of people's ligaments and sticking them to the ground. I'm not saying it's perfect, and I'm not saying that it's the best way to do things. But when you have limited resources and people are being poached, it's the best that we can do.
So, I propose we walk this conversation back to the beginning. And you rephrase your statement instead of, this is what you're doing, maybe ask me for help. Instead of posing it as a, you have a debt to pay, pose it as a, hey, your people need you, and I understand you're trying to help, but maybe if we pool our resources, we can do it more effectively.
takes a second, sort of looking at the wall.
We want the same thing here, right? We just want to be able to live our lives. We want people to leave us alone. No more death, no more poaching.
You hear a small chuckle coming from him. No, that's not what I want. I want them all dead, to be honest. I mean, don't you? That's why you were so gung-ho to go and kill them. Get them cleared. Humanus doesn't deserve a place on this freaking planet.
No. Frag them and the dreck heap that they pull themselves out of. But what I'm saying, if you could open your thick skull for a minute and just listen. You want the extreme. I just want to live. I just want us to have a life. So maybe, if you ask for the help that you need, instead of barking an order at me, this will be different.
You know, I've read your auras. I've read everybody's auras here. Boxcar's the greatest mage of all of you. You need them.
Well, I don't disagree that we need them. They have much, much to learn.
13 hits to on the probe.
Yeah, absolutely. You find a back door.
Okay, I'll go roll that now. Have fun role playing.
Thanks.
Any traffic outside I should be concerned about?
You do see that lady being drugged by her hair through
Who's
the
taking her?
Odyssey is just dragging her across the pavement right now, heading towards where the party was.
I'll give him a little whistle. I wish I could whistle like that though. But...
Right.
There we go. That's
Nailed
what
it.
I do.
Nailed it. He looks over, disgusted.
Do you know how to use whips? It was hers. Could be yours for a price.
No, I have a special tool for this project.
Okay. Your loss.
Yeah.
I'll go back to minding my own business.
Okay. But outside, you guys can hear cheering as satyrs are beginning to cheer as Odyssey is dragging this person towards his house.
I'll take some pictures.
Yeah. As conductor sort of just because I'm saying this in a different tone doesn't mean that I don't feel any different than what I said the first time. You either get on the train and help, or forever leave. Those are your options. You can be the monster that you believe yourself to be, or you can be part of the family.
Hey, y'all, it's me again. I got an 8 on the back door.
You're successfully into their host.
I got an 8.
Janky, are you using bird calls over comms?
Subvocally.
I speak a little pigeon.
Can you mind teaching me that for an hour?
Yeah, 1 hour I could do it. Yeah.
The basic understanding of that.
It's your call.
Who else is still in the room here? It's me,
Janky's
Conductor.
and Janky's in the corner.
Okay. So then I'll look at Zan and sub-vocally, I'll start it sub-vocally, just like, hey, Jank, I know you can hear this too. You might want to... And then out loud, rock in a hard place, man. I mean, I can't run if my house is on fire, right?
No. And what's yours comes first for this type of life. So,
Like, we're cool, right?
it's just a job, right?
You take the job out of it. We're cool.
Always.
All right.
I know you. I trust you more than this
Believe that.
whole train and show, but they'd be better with you if that's what you're thinking. But you will be heavily missed.
Absolutely.
You get a little AR chat. Says your dads are kind of dicks.
Sub-vocally, it's like, right though. Odyssey rips. Conductor's always been a shithead.
Reno says, all aboard. Picture of the truck.
I mean,
I guess, yeah, I'll loop Reno in on it now too. Because I kind of forgot that you walked outside.
Just a weird conversation happening.
Yeah. Hey, so TLDR, Reno. Can't run if my house is on fire. So I guess I gotta stick here. Y'all be safe, make good choices.
I'm gonna start going through shit.
Okay.
And if there is anything, and I don't know how long this is gonna take, but if there's anything that Boxcar needs to know that would influence their decision that parents are hiding, I want to find it.
Go ahead and roll Matrix Perception for me.
I mean, you know how powerful this type of magic is. I expect that you keep everybody on this side of the addiction, and you still owe me. And pull out my little stone that I got from the meta plane of water and just say, we need to talk to Asumodisi about maybe what this is before you go.
All right, yeah. Also, it works. There's just all the cuts and scarring. It works. So, if you hear anything on the Matrix about us, just know that if it's good, yeah. If it's bad, I tried.
Okay. I'm pre-edging this.
Okay.
So I use the edge thing at the top, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay.
And then those who are astrally inclined.
It's me.
Reno and Zayn, you feel a very, very strong ebb
Tickle.
just hit. For the contrary, Boxcar, you feel a very strong flow of magic.
It makes Boxcar visibly nauseous.
I feel like Denver just went through a shift.
Y'all might want to get back on the truck.
Give Boxcar a hug.
Absolutely. I match the power of the hug.
4 hits.
4 hits.
If things get too bad, you know where to find me.
100%. Also, just because, like, lots of talk of being a monster and shit, you're only a monster if they let you be one, right?
Yeah. Let yourself be one.
Flip that around. Sometimes you gotta be a monster, all right?
No, never.
No, you've gotta be a monster sometimes.
World can't handle me.
Yeah, damn right they can't, all right?
I'll see you later, buddy.
And Boxcar is actively trying not to cry.
Roll composure.
Fine.
I'm typing out what you're finding, by the way.
Just get another picture. Seriously. Are we going? It's taking so long.
So 0 hits out of a 12 dice pool.
Critical glitch
And
on
Is that a critical
composure.
that is a critical glitch.
Because it's
You,
yellow.
you actually can't cry anymore.
No, actually, it's quite the opposite.
Your
You
eyes explode.
exactly.
It's so hard to not cry that I just can't not, and now I'm like sobbing, hyperventilating.
Yeah.
What a wonderful way.
It goes from
for
trying to
this story to end.
keep your cool.
Actually, that was the wrong character sheet I rolled that on.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know how
It says Cat 9.
awkward.
Yeah, the
Okay,
character
so-
that's unconscious every other episode. Critical glitched on a crying test.
So three hits.
It's also not a critical glitch. It's not even a glitch.
They didn't have the Cat 9 was.
No,
Cat 9.
because but it did
You still
half
have
their
to
die
get more
pool.
one. You have to
Yeah.
get half ones. Yeah.
It was just a failure.
I thought it was orange because it was a glitch.
No, it was just failure.
Well, this is 3 hits actually.
Okay, so you're able to keep. I mean, again, it's almost crime, but you're able to hold it back. It doesn't quite. It's for what you guys remember. It almost feels just like a weaker form of what you guys felt at the Renton Heights. Was what that wave of energy feels like. Not as strong, but similar.
I got the EBGBs. Let's get out of here.
That's probably a good understanding for an adept. Like, ugh.
Feels weird.
I gotta go.
Grab Denver and let's go. Bloop.
The fuck?
I mean, boxcar. Bloop.
Grab the city. Let's go.
Before you dip, also here's this. Because Boxcar has like AR goggles.
Mhm.
He's gonna take those off and hand them over and be like, I don't think I need them. We don't run that way. So you never know. You might need them. Somebody else might need them. Plus, they're cool as shit, and you need help with your style.
Me? No, dude.
Get out of here.
Fine. Take the goggles, hand them to Janky. Or just, I don't know if they're unconscious.
Set them
or
on,
what.
Janky. Yeah.
I'll just like slam it against their chest. Like, there you go.
Is Tiny up there?
No, Tiny.
True.
Tiny did not go in, nor did the True, because the True feels too responsible for this.
You know, you're gonna have to say goodbye to Tiny, right? I think they might have some type of crush on you.
That's fine. They're cute. It's fine. So yeah, then I'll go find. I'll look at the conductor and go, is that enough of an answer for you?
It is.
All right, then get them on the truck, and then we'll work it out.
When you're done, just go help Odyssey. I'm sure they could use it.
All right.
After Boxcar leaves, I'll turn to conductor and say, I've seen people die due to their addictions, and it was only a fraction of the power that blood magic has over a person. So you've ran this train for so long. I know you know what you're doing, but you can never be too careful. Okay, if Odyssey is too far gone, and if you told them to do that, make sure you're not driving this train over the edge.
I'll jack out of the matrix.
Okay.
Stand up. Well, I was going to, I'm already in the systems for the entire area, and I was going to snoop on your dad's for you, but your mind seems pretty made up. By the way, your rotations and schedules for guards are a little bit off, so I optimized them for you. And 3 light bulbs need to be changed over in this sector. So thanks for the goggles, and I'll see you around. And I will, I'll give them a hug and walk away.
I'm not walking out with you, but a hug's nice. I'll go find Tiny and have that.
Oh, you're going this way too. Oh,
This is awkward.
after you. Sorry.
Nah, I'm sorry, man.
It's when you say bye and then continue to
didn't
follow
know.
it the same way.
I thought it was a good. You know what? It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Nah. Zan made a point. If I didn't say bye to Tiny, I think he might blow up the planet. So.
You would definitely get a drone in your room, which you still might. That's we're not clear.
Probably will. Let's be real. But
Yeah.
I'll go find Tiny, and unfortunately.
Also, go ahead and clean out the snack drawer. It's not going to be the same without you. We'll probably put like apples or I don't know. I don't know what we're going to put in there. Water, probably, if we can find any.
I'm just going to say no. You can keep all the snacks.
Okay, well, I'll throw them at you. Come on, it'll be fun.
All right, fine. But yeah, then I'll say my goodbyes, heartfelt and moving as they may be to both players that aren't currently here this evening.
Tiny will hand you, instead of sneaking one on, a RFID chip.
Yeah, gotcha, bud. And I'll pin it to my vest, like all my other like patches and pins. So it's like blatantly just there. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
and I'm gonna like last thing before going back into the station, like HQ, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna look at Janky and just go, hey, anybody's contacts, like if anybody changes their number or anything like that, let me know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just update it automatically. I have a satellite uplink. I should be able to do it.
Shit.
It'll be fine.
You're fancier than I thought. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Done. All of you, be safe. Make good choices. What is it? Serve ammo, stick to the shadows, don't make deals with dragons, right?
I thought it was take luck or good. Yeah, sure. What you said.
All right. And I guess I got somebody's kneecaps to break. I'll see ya. Be good. I'll turn around and it's just Boxcar heads in the direction of Odyssey's place.
okay.
So, the last session that we actually played this game, I rolled and called a contact who was supposed to get back to me with information on Humanus.
Indeed.
Do I get some sort of dossier that I could pass on before we move on, or did she just ghost me?
Almost as like right as they make it to the station, you get a dossier of 4 individuals in Seattle and 1 that's in Denver, and one that is in Chicago.
Pass that on to Boxcar.
Okay. Boxcar, you have a message sent from Janky that has 5 attachments.
I'll take a look at them, just a quick like skim,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a gift back of somebody riding a horse like a skateboard, and they do a kickflip.
I respond as I always do with the middle finger emoji.
And with that, Denver walks towards Odyssey's house.
Boxcar, but yes.
Yep, that's one. The whole city just walks towards the house.
We moving.
The world. We just took Denver
It moved it over.
somewhere else.
Who am I?
Boxcar is seen heading that way. The truck doors shut. And Tiny says, "Where are we going next?"
He gets one last message from Boxcar. It just says, "Your mom's house. Catch W."
I sweep for bugs. This is weird.
Yeah.
Still in the group, y'all haven't taken me off the group chat.
Yes, our new group.
Janky already has removed you from their pain and everything. Moving on.
Oh yeah, your shit's hostile now.
I'm not hostile, my dad.
I'm still. Do you want to know? I'll dead ass ask you. Like, do you want to know anything? I'm still in the system.
I would love to know it all.
You know, for some
Okay.
reason I thought we'd get some information on the vampire.
Sarge?
Yeah.
The masquerade.
Did anybody get anything about the Sarge dude?
We know
About
that
the
Carmen
nuke?
knows. Carmen knows Sarge, but hasn't seen him since Sarge came back. There was a phone. Did anything come of that?
Well, there's the
I was
rest of
focused on
Karma's
the
crew.
racists, sorry. Oh, these bitches.
Yes, we just need to find probably this Mason character.
Mason, Dobrik, Konami, or just try to find Sarge in the city.
Dobrik was in the news recently. They might know something. I think that was back at. I don't remember if the news article mentioned. Definitely not Denver though, or Colorado.
Also, I'm pretty sure the gym, or I don't know what they called it, but the Shadow Spirit, I think they stole our orb.
Ah, the orb.
Oh yeah, we had an orb. That was
Had
a while
one.
ago.
We don't have an orb. I let Pike know about that, by the way, just because I figured we should.
By the way, what day is it? Last I remember it was yesterday.
It's Tuesday now.
Is that the day after yesterday or the day after?
It's like 2 days after yesterday.
Reno, you get a call from a Pike.
Pike.
Trick fuck.
That's the Union guy, right?
Yep.
Oh, the Union dude's calling me up.
Uh,
Hello.
Hey.
This is Jack.
Are you a girl?
Right. Boxcar just called and said that they were taking some time.
Oh yeah, I think we had to drop them off here in Are we in Denver?
Yeah.
we're in Denver.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I didn't want to get the name confused with the city.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
We're in Boxcar.
Yeah.
We're in Boxcar.
Oh.
In Boxcar.
We're in Boxcar, Colorado right now. It feels like it could be a Colorado city.
True.
But
I don't know. We ran into a bit of a direct storm on, related to the mission, and yeah, Boxcar ran into some old friends, so they're going to go back to their old life or something like that.
Understood. I figured you guys could probably use some help, so we're having one flown in.
Oh, well, I was going to suggest we take their cut of the pay. But I guess if you've already got the contract signed.
Yeah, it's just been signed, and they're on a private jet to you guys now.
Private jet?
Yep.
We didn't get a private jet.
Yeah, we had to drive in a truck for like 2 days.
I offered mode of transportation, but you guys decided you didn't want to.
Jet transportation.
I didn't think I needed to. Either way,
Jets and motors are totally different, right, Tiny? I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's a motor inside of a jet.
Yeah,
Anyway,
potato.
yeah. They should be arriving probably within the next hour and a half.
Where are they arriving? We can swing by and pick them up.
Well, I mean, there's an open place next to roughly about where you are. We can have the planes land there for a quick drop.
Tiny, does that work for the truck? I'll throw the conversation up on the AR on the pan, so we're all in the loop.
Yeah, that should work. We can just wait here until they arrive. As long as boxcars people don't try to kill us or human us, one of the two. Speaking of, and you see Tiny begin to get on their RCC and work on something. Donovan will go, perfect. Like I said, they should be there in an hour and a half, maybe 2 at most, but be prepared. And,
prepared for good or bad? Is this a threat?
Yeah. What would we
No.
do?
Just another runner?
Just, you can't trust these types. We're new to this.
But to be fair, they've done well. You know how we had you guys help us as a testing, right? This is their test, so.
Be sure to send you those survey forms.
Yeah, if you would let us know how they did, that'd be great. If you guys do, it's 200 new yen extra for you guys for your troubles.
Great. Good thinking, boss.
All right. How is Denver so far? Anything we need to know?
There seems to be a humanist problem here. So far, half the population we've found are drug addicts and/or racists. That's about it.
Okay. Perfect. I did let the Denver branch know of our operation, and to if they see any sort of shadowy missions, to just sort of frag off, to put it politely.
Oh yeah. Jack, let him know about the shadow spirit.
There's a shadow spirit, which may or may not be connected to the orb that we lost.
Definitely connected to the orb.
You guys lost the orb?
Well, the orb ran away.
The orb. Where? Zayn said that the orb was safe inside the truck.
We don't know what happened, but we saw on the video feed that it left the truck.
Yeah, I texted him about it. Hey, you should have read his messages. I'm pretty sure he replied. Unless that was someone else.
It's
Anyway,
been a
that's our
little
next lead.
busy. Frag. Okay. I'll get a team set up for it. Was it in Seattle when you guys lost it?
Yeah.
Understood. We'll have a team set up and looking for it. All right. Good luck.
Hey, do the names Karma, Mason, Dobrik, Konami, any of those names ring a bell?
Dobrik does.
Yeah, Dobrik was the fellow in the news, the doctor.
Yeah. One of the people in charge at Aztec.
Yeah. Well, they're connected to the Sarge character. That's our closest suspect to the BOMB that we're looking for. So, if you see any local news that we might not get over here in Denver, send it our way on any of those characters.
Understood. And if necessary, you have the green light to go and have Mr. Dobrik Kapoor have a conversation.
Do we know their last known location?
Last known as the Pyramid in Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, thought you meant the other pyramid.
In Aslan? No. Last
thank
known.
God,
I don't
yeah.
know about that. Yeah, we'll save them for later.
Okay. But if you need to extract Dobrik, you have been given the green light by the Union.
So we can kill him.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what I heard.
Anyway, good
Any
luck.
known children. All right.
And disconnects the
Oh, he
line.
hung up.
And with that, we will go ahead and head to break. We will take a 5-minute break. And when we come back, we will see how the crew handles a new individual, a new member of the team. So we'll see you guys after the break.
I swear to God, if they don't have snacks.
I swear to God, they're human.
Human, I swear.
oh, hey, hi, hello, we're here. And we have a wonderful recap to go through. Well, I wouldn't say wonderful. A good recap to go through. Barely limping out of this humanist drug den. You guys were able to get back and have a very serious and very sad conversation with the people back at the station. And a rough choice was made, causing Boxcar to stay behind and assist with making this humanist problem go away permanently. Shortly after Boxcar left, you guys were trying to figure out what your next steps were. You guys began to receive a phone call from Pike, stating that they were made aware that Boxcar was staying behind and needing to handle some business. And let you guys know that they were flying in a new representative to help with this run that you guys are on. As you began to wait, you guys do hear the sound of a jet above and then begin to idle as it descends downwards. You guys open the side door, and Cat9, you said you wanted to do something.
Yeah, before Cat9 even gets off the jet, Janky, are you in like AR or VR at the moment?
I mean, I'm probably in AR trying to get these documents ready for Boxcar.
All right. So, in that case, if you're in AR while you're doing your stuff, what looks like scrambled code or as some sort of like just fuzzy bit of the matrix keeps popping up and disappearing and popping up and disappearing. Like it's either trying to get your attention or it's just trying to be a menace.
Yeah, I'll start by like smacking my head.
Your cyberjack out, get out.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on? It usually works.
Just one quick.
Sometimes I have to ask somebody to blow into it, but
that's weird. That's why we keep canned air.
It was always Boxcar.
yeah, I know. I have room to do it now.
Boxcar's nickname, Candor.
But then, yeah, realizing it, I'll try to. Can I try and trace this or perceive where it's coming from or something like this?
Yes. Go ahead and you say that. So first off, you say that the image or the sprite is disappearing and coming back. Are you summoning new ones every time and like decompiling, or?
It's one that I gave the task of. This is like. So I compiled one on the plane, and I was like, hey, when we get into range, I want you to find this Decker and be annoying.
Okay.
That was the task that I gave them. It was just like, I want you to find, don't be malicious, just be a little bit annoying.
All right. And do a matrix perception, Janky. Three hits. You do see. It doesn't make sense to be on the matrix. I don't know how often you've had interactions with technomancers. But it is a set of code that should not exist in any sort of way.
But
If we need specifics on what kind of sprite it is, I would say it's probably just like a courier sprite.
okay. I mean, the rest of the group sees me like, ah, fuck. And like, I start to piece together what's going on. I genuinely don't know how to interact with technomancers at like as game mechanics go, and I've been like looking for it, and it's not incredibly clear. Is a sprite a persona?
So, from the book, a sprite is a spirit that lives in the Matrix, and when perceived through the Matrix, it doesn't make sense. Like, a program will see a sprite and assume that it's like bad code or poorly written code and try to fix it. And in the process of fixing it, trying to kill the sprite. But after a couple seconds, I'd say a couple minutes of this sprite like jumping back and forth and being obnoxious, I will I'll let it go its way, and you'll just get a quick little DM that just says "you're it," and then I'll get off the plane.
And roughly about this time, you guys do hear the sound of the plane landing next to you, but the engine's never turning off. And then shortly after it lands, you hear the sounds of the engine sort of picking back up as it begins to lift before jetting off again. Tiny will look around. I think they're here.
It's been an hour since we left, right? At
Uh,
least.
Well, you guys are just roughly just a little down the road from them, but it's been 2 hours. So if you guys have stun that you want to do natural healing for as well, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yeah, I rolled 3 on this natural healing, so I'm free of stun, and I'm also no longer fatigued.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm totally straight now, except for the long haul, which I will have for like 2 days. So
Yeah, it's fun.
I'll be up for a while. All right, good trip. Yeah, I don't know. They just said they'd be dropping them off. I don't know if that meant what kind of vehicle. So might be them.
Plane, probably.
Oh yeah, the private jet. That's right. I thought that was a dream.
What's that noise?
It's a cat that...
It's a damn cat.
It's a damn cat. Who fed it?
But you not to feed it. How did it find its way in the truck?
All the way from Denver.
True. Why do you have a cat in the truck right now?
I don't know. You see him with a notepad trying to draw it. You good there? Yeah. Tiny goes ahead and opens the ramp on the back of the truck. And Ian, if you want to describe what your character looks like.
All right. So walking down walking down the way towards the truck that y'all are in, you see a taller, more androgynous kind of person. Very white, but not like pale white, just very like Scandinavian looking, right? In complexion. Looking at him, you'd say probably pushing like well plus 6 foot. Wearing a nicer kind of suit, but not anything. It's not like a business suit, but it's more of like jeans and a blazer. Like you're going to a mostly formal lunch, right? And
Country casual.
Yeah, exactly that. Like nice button-up shirt, good pair of jeans, blazer, nice shoes.
You got a buckle?
No. Doesn't
No
have a big
Dang.
buckle, but the belt is nice.
I know what they're getting for
Um,
Christmas.
And they have longer. Can't tell exactly how long, but long enough to be pulled back, like kind of blondish hair, and a briefcase in one hand. As they walk up, just hello. I was told I was meeting a new group out here. I'm assuming that is you. Mein Name ist Cat 9.
Cut 9, woher kommst du?
I believe that my
Start
English
to
is
clap.
my English is probably better than your German, so you could probably just do it this way.
Start the clock.
Where do you come from?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fresh in this part of the world, recently off the plane, but it's neither here nor there. All right.
Okay.
You changed your accent.
Well, I could clearly tell that they're speaking with. They said a little German, so I threw it in there.
Yeah, you just but your English words were in a different accent.
They weren't English words; they were German words.
Some of those words were English.
Similar languages, but okay. Again, neither here nor there. Like I said, I'm Cat 9. Dossier got me caught up on most of you. Kind of like looks across the at least everybody visible. Just goes Reno, Saiyan, I'm assuming. Janky, I recognized you anywhere. Yep, that's definitely you, Janky. Anyway,
You can call me Jack, and I'll run up and give you a handshake. Here's my business card, Jack Serrano. Here's my website.
oh, also very important piece that I forgot to throw in here. I am playing a dryad. So, very, very pretty elf.
Ian, describe what your character looks like. I got some clothes on. Here are the clothes.
Yeah.
There's some clothes. Oh, I forgot to mention.
Wearing
Yeah,
I'm a
playing a
dryad.
very playing a dryad. So that's a thing. And if anybody's, I'll keep that to the. I'll keep that close for now. Never mind.
Do you mostly just look like an elf, though?
You're about to keep something close.
Without,
It's just elvish features. Dryad.
I was
comes
sure
in
if it was
for
like
gaming.
half twigs or something.
Yes, I'm actually half ent.
Well, Cat 9, I guess. Welcome to the team. Who this is, from what we were told, your initiation to the society. So, before we get into some serious shit, what do you bring to the table? What do you do?
Well, I can speak very well. People tend to like me. Also, I have conversations with people's machinery that most people don't have. So that's kind of interesting.
Now listen, if I got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk to my machines, you're gonna want to get my consent.
Well, I wouldn't be talking to your machinery. I'm not talking to like your deck or anything that has like a data stream to it. It's more like I would have to like high five Tiny and be like, "Hey, I'm going to talk to the truck for a minute and make sure that she's okay."
No, don't talk to the truck. I talk to the truck.
Oh, okay, fine. I will not be doing any sort of talking to the truck.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah,
Your bunk is over there, by the way.
Damn, okay.
And I'll point to one that's like far away from mine.
I will understand what's going on. I was thinking that we were going to be friends, but apparently,
Well, we might be friends one day, but as far as I understand it, I think this is an evaluation for you. So, the guy from the union said we should probably mark your grades.
okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
Do some
I'm not
hazing.
here to be to be steppings on anyone's toes. Okay.
You know, a little bit of hazing. I think that was that in the? No, never mind.
Huh?
No hazing would be had.
Maybe some light hazing.
Light hazing is something that builds teamwork and
Spritz.
camaraderie.
Spritz, if you will.
A dash
I
of
mean-
hazing.
Anyway, you ask what I bring to the table. I can both compile and decompile sprites. I work very well with machinery sprites to be like machine sprites to be specific.
You a bartender?
Sprites, not spirits.
Spirits is, yeah, that's what I do. I bartend.
That makes more sense.
Sprites, not spritzes, I think is what you meant to say.
Well, I thought it was the German accent.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The soda.
Okay, so is this what I'm going to be bartending for the next little bit?
It's all
We are
downhill
going to
from
be
here.
working together as a team.
I'm gonna sense them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not any longer.
And I'll even like present myself for a sensing, just like if you would like to know.
I'm all in the open.
Oh no, my soul out here. Everybody can read my aura. I'm so astrally naked. I do not understand what I'm doing.
Actually naked.
I sure hope that no big strong man senses me right now. That would be terrible.
Oh.
Are you still wounded over there?
Yeah.
Was
I've
it
got
drain
all
or
my
something?
all my stun is gone. Physical is still.
What happened in that fight? I came out unscathed.
Got a huge fireball to the face. Summoned some stuff. Yeah, 2 hits to the sensing.
Do you guys know that there's a whole table and it shows all of the drugs, their availability, and how much it costs in the back of the
Yes.
book?
Yeah,
Table.
There's a table for that.
it's a table for everything.
That's probably true.
There's a table for
anyway.
2 even.
The sensing, because that's what we're doing here.
Are there drugs?
I don't
Are
think
they on
so.
drugs?
No.
They addicted to
Yes.
anything.
Yes, they're on drugs and convinced themselves while high that they're German.
Actually Puerto Rican, but for some reason.
They are
Listen, Cat
mundane.
9. Okay, go ahead and give
So-
this.
sorry,
and
real quick,
I'll yell
yeah.
at them.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Say mundane.
Yeah, they're mundane because they're not technically awakened. Health seems pretty healthy. General state seems to be happy with a little bit of confusion to it. No cyberware, correct? Cat 9?
Correct.
No cyberware.
No cyberware.
9.
You've not seen this aura before. That's it. And no active magic is used.
Alrighty.
They just seem as mundane as the true.
Thank you. Travis, you were saying something?
Yeah. Cat 9. Just an FYI.
No.
There's someone in our party. He's a little down right now. He fucked up. But he really likes cats. And so he might start drawing pictures of you. I just wanted to let you know that. Also, don't forget that bunk, that's your bunk right there. Away from mine, over there.
I'm a little bit of I'm on the concerned and confused side of this now.
That's appropriate.
As my nomen is Cat 9. I am in no way, shape, or form feline.
But cats have 9 lives. Cat 9. You are a cat.
Okay, I see. Okay, now I'm tracking.
You know, I got a bad history with cats. So.
I am more of a dog person, but cats are fine.
Like they call me Cat 9. They were calling me Cat 9 because I have a reputation of being plugged into everything. But I guess if a name change would make life smoother, then I can do that.
Yeah, how about Denver? Because that's where we met you.
I do not
go.
like that.
Oh. Alright. I mean, Cat Knight's fine.
You guys like a sin that maybe we might recognize?
If what?
I don't need to know the whole sin, but you know, what's your registered name? We got to sign into like a hotel or something.
I feel like having just been meeting you, this is a very personal question.
Well, I mean, I figured you'd present it eventually. Just curious. We can talk. We can find out later.
I mean, if you wanted like a wage kind of name, then you could refer to me as Axel.
Axel Rose.
No,
What? Why?
very much so. Not Axel Rose.
Axel Foley?
Or just Axel. I mean.
Okay, that's fine too.
They didn't volunteer their last name, so.
Axel works. That is perfect for if you have to refer to me as anything that is not.
Well, all right, Cat.
When we're on the job, C9. How about?
C9 win.
Well, I'm okay with that. That seems.
C9 Axel. I love it.
All right, Cat Niner. This is the team here. We got.
Just throw in a
I know
niner
you-
here? I like that.
Charlie Niner. We have
I know you named us all off.
Breaker. My new name is Caterpillar Niner.
I figured Tiny would like that name, but they don't seem to care. That's
Yeah,
Tiny.
it's cool.
This is Tiny's truck. It's kind of our base of operations. Have you gotten the briefing? Do you know what we're here to do?
Something about misplacing large bombs and trying to find them.
Yep. And yeah,
it.
and apparently we're just here to find a vampire named Sarge. That's about all we got.
Yeah,
But I mean,
vampire named Sarge brought a bomb here. He was in a hotel. He had a phone. We found the phone, but we don't know where he went. So
Yeah,
that's it, really.
We know 4 people that have known this person in their lifetime, and one of them hasn't seen them in a while.
And if we are looking for
3
something,
people.
I would assume that something like that would most likely be attached to or have some sort of matrix happenings. So I mean, like I can.
That's the wrong person for that.
Um.
I'm gonna compile a sprite.
Okay. Also, are you running silent? I'm assuming.
That is a question that I had not considered. Yeah.
Okay. I need you to go ahead and roll stealth for me. Also, Janky, I am under the impression, because you said it like the first couple of sessions that we played, that you're pretty much always running silent. Is that correct, or is that not false? Or is that
Oh,
false?
that is correct.
Okay.
People are looking for me, so I need to hide.
And is running silent, does that give you a negative? Does anyone happen to know?
I will check.
Okay.
Well, like actually perceiving.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was like that. Where you're spending some of your resources trying to make sure you're hidden, so you're not at full processing power.
Doesn't look like it. It's just a switch.
They can be detected by an opposed matrix perception described above. Making perception test to find someone that is running silent is typically a major action, but if performed by a runner with a cyber deck, cyberjack, or resonance attribute, is a minor action.
Cool.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Sick. Awesome. I just want to make sure that if you're always running silent, then we're making sure that roll happens.
Yeah. I think the it's a opposed matrix perception test
Yep.
as described. It's okay. I think the idea is that if you're not running silent, there's no test to see you. You're just there. Like if you're just right there basically.
Yeah. It's willpower plus sleaze for you, Cat 9.
Willpower plus sleeves. Okay. I will get there. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's 10 for you, or no, 9 for you.
So willpower.
That's on brand.
I think your willpower is 4 and your sleaze is 9 or 5, so a total of 9 for your dice pool.
It kind of looks like almost every Shadowrunner's going to be running silent.
Yeah, for sure.
For everybody else, you pretty much trust God and the wireless matrix to protect you.
So that would
Always
be
trust
Always.
5 hits on
Ooh.
that then.
All right.
Capital G-O-D.
I also just realized that with what I'm capable of, if I really wanted to, I could have just made a tech priest.
Also true.
Praise be to the G-O-D.
Praise the Omnissiah that this truck still works.
What does that stand for? Quiz.
Omnissiah?
Quiz time. No, G-O-D. Does it have an acronym?
It
I don't know.
does. It's global. I think Operation Defense. Grid Overwatch Division. So I was wrong. All the way
There
wrong.
it is. Yeah.
Got 0 out of 3 on that.
Yep. I was really hoping that at least one of them would have made
Cat
sense.
9 failed their first test.
Yep.
That's all right. The test is worth more, a higher percentage of the grade, so it's fine to fail some of the quizzes.
Okay.
So then I did my stealth there for you with the 5 hits.
Yeah, you did.
And then compiling, I'm gonna do a data spirit.
You mean Sprite?
Just a level 1, but I got 5 hits.
You mean to date a Sprite?
That's what
Freaking weirdo.
Base hit spirit. Hold them to it.
Yep.
You can click this sprite.
And then you can press Sprite Resist. I don't have to roll at all.
Oh, hey, look at that.
You
Sprite
press
resist.
that, and then it automatically rolls it. Wow, they got 2 hits on 2 dice. So you now you resist fade. My God.
I think I'm just a monster.
You took 1,
Yes.
so you take 1 stun.
That's fine. Sometimes, you know.
It's already happening.
It's already.
No, not again.
Not again. Not again.
I summoned my first sprite and just passed out.
No, you actually just die because the fade is more than your.
Let's just drop them off at the
Resonance.
station, actually.
This is just box card a mess.
I would have gotten away with it, too.
Those are for your meddling blood mages. Okay, so you have a level 1 data sprite with 3 tasks.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm going to load up my armor
Okay.
program. And toolbox.
Of course.
It's time to pull out the programs I don't usually use.
So
And
I'm
browse.
going to ask it to. So first, just gonna introduce myself. Hello, my name is Cat 9.
Yo, are you saying this like, am I hearing it? Or are you
I'm-
in the Matrix?
So I live on the Matrix. I am a living persona. I am both, Coach.
I'm gonna mess you up. I'm gonna mess you up one day.
So, to everybody outside of it, you don't see anything, but I am actively speaking out loud to something in front of me. Yeah, my name is Cat 9, and I have a couple of favors to ask of you. 3 to be specific. Number 1, I would like you to make a lap of the greater Denver area. Yes, make a lap of the greater Denver area. Number 2, during that lap, I would like you to be very thorough in where you're going. It hit every nook and cranny that you can possibly think of. And number 3, I'm looking for a very specific signature that could potentially be a bomb. Yes. If you find that, bring it back to me, please.
Who are you talking to there?
I was calling your mom.
I like
Excuse
that.
Excuse me.
I'm being pranked.
Your mom just says that she loves you and you should call more often.
You're just
okay?
boxcar behind a mask, aren't you?
Who's Boxcar? Sounds like a turd.
Ooh.
Definitely boxcar. Got my eyes on you, Mr. Cat.
But it's like going back to the sprite. Is that is that something that we can agree upon?
I can do that in one task to search the Denver area for the signature.
Well, then in that case, search for the signature.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would like you to get in with that one. I'm like being like focusing intently on Reno. I was like, then I want you to get into that one's phone and just go bananas. And then after that one, you can go home.
I remove Reno's phone from my hand.
So sprites are a little different than spirits.
Oh, true. I have to actually be in his phone to be able to do that.
So you'd have to find their phone,
No,
because
I'll
it's
just
hidden
get
behind a
the
pan.
just do it.
But also,
Yeah, you would have had to get through my shit too.
Yeah, we're not doing
sprites aren't the same as spirits, where they can sort of just go and do things. You can give them a use of their power, I believe, as an action. So you can either they can do one of the following things: a single use of a sprite power, a combat round of matrix actions that are all part of their same job, or engagement in cyber combat until all opponents are defeated or have left the field, or the sprite is decomposed, or the technomancer releases it from combat.
Turn
So
my phone off.
yeah, for sure. So you had a data sprite.
It's a data sprite. I'll still have them.
I
search
taught you
for-
well. I love that. I love that
recognize
for you.
look. I just lock eyes with Cat 9.
but,
Which
I'll
its
still
powers
have
are
them use
camouflage
their-
or watermark.
Yeah. So I'll have them search the area using, I believe it's watermark. Let me double check that.
Sprite can tag an icon with invisible marking all residents of
And I
entities.
grabbed the wrong sprite. That's
Don't you
unfortunate.
hate when you get the wrong sprite?
I thought that I got
You wanted
data
zero
sprite
and you
courier
got diet.
sprite.
Mm,
I got data. and
trying to
courier
cookie
sprite
someone?
confused. Yeah, because I was gonna cookie the bomb.
cookie and then have it be tracked.
Yeah, so that way I can be like, I dropped a pin on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep, for sure. You'd have to
Um,
decompile that one, or you could technically register that one and then have another, but I believe you can only have one sprite out at a time that is not registered.
That is unregistered. Then I'm gonna like look back to it and go, oh, I'm so sorry. I called the wrong person.
Hmm.
You are more than you are free to go. And I will decompile them.
Okay.
God damn it.
Welcome to. So go ahead and roll decompiling.
Is there sprite rep like there's spirit rep?
There is. I have to look it up, but
'Cause I know spirits wouldn't like
well,
I mean,
You
I
brought me here.
apologized at least.
that.
oh, that's decompile other sprites or its own that they're. That's what they're into by making it tasking. So you still have
Maybe
to.
they'd like it because there's extra services.
Now is decompiling. So they actually.
Decompiling is like banishing.
Well, yes. But I wonder, so cat commands can attempt to decompile other sprites or their own if that's what they're into. So you're not actually decompiling it, you're just allowing it.
I'm just dismissing it.
Yeah. Okay.
So then I'll just dismiss it. Like,
Okay.
all right, never mind. Sorry about that. Have a
Can't
great
you just
day.
have it sort your emails for like an hour?
I mean, I could
Or do camouflage.
actually, because I have it.
But does it go away as
can-
soon as it's?
So as a technomancer, I can loan tasks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be like, not what I was looking for. Okay. In fact, I want you to be very helpful to Janky. No funny business. Only helping. So I will loan out the 3 services that I have there to Janky, so that.
So you're gonna register that one first, and then
Yeah.
loan them out.
Yeah. So I have to spend the hour, like registering it.
Yep.
'cause It takes that
Go ahead and
hour.
roll tasking plus resonance versus sprites level times 2. So there should be a register button.
There's resist fade.
It might be next to your decompile or compile. Ow. Maybe not though.
Compile,
But if
I don't
it's
see. But it's just tasking plus
resonance,
right?
right? Yeah. So you should have the tasking skill.
There it is. Tasking plus resonance. 4
Nice.
hits.
4 hits. Then it's so weird that it doesn't have you resist or a sprite resist. Can you click on the sprite resist from the original one?
There we go. 2.
It's insane. Holy cow.
It's got some will on it.
And then your fade is 4 that you have to resist here. Because it's 2 per hit, not net hits. So you should be able to hit that resist fade, which you do resist all 4.
Die.
So now that you've registered a sprite, it is now successfully registered and a legitimate part of the matrix. Additionally, net hits on the test add to the sprite's remaining task. So your net hits were 2, so you get 2 additional tasks.
Does 5 tasks now.
Yes. Its Overwatch score is set back to 0. And it could start, but it can accumulate if sprite starts undertaking illegal actions. You can now have 1 more sprite. You can have a number of registered sprites equal to your registered resonance level, as one is unregistered. Cool. So now you can have an additional sprite, and you could have 3 more registered ones eventually.
Yep.
But you
in
have
that
a
case,
lone task.
So I'm gonna, since it has the 5, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just loan all 5 over. to
Alone
Janky.
all 5.
Yep. So hey, Janky, I know we kind of got off on a weird foot here. I messed up. I'm sorry. But this is my new data sprite friend, and they are going to help you up to 5 times.
Well, as I mentioned, there's your bunk.
I'll go sit down on my bunk. Okay, so I'm here.
I push the button.
Okay. As you push the button, Cat9, your bunk collapses underneath of you as it sort of just like purposely, like almost like just
Back
collapses
forward.
down a little bit as you are now it just falling onto the ground from the bunk.
Oh.
Welcome to the team. Thank you for the sprite. Also, you're it.
What?
I just want to let you know there was a lot of whispered rolls to make that happen.
Oh, I believe that in a big way. But yeah, that's what I got. I'm gonna hang out for a minute before I try to
Okay.
write it up again. So
Another
I
hour
will
goes
not be
by.
there for the rest of it.
Another hour goes by as Cat9's registering the sprite. If anyone needs to rest another hour for the stun, you're able to do so. Otherwise, what would you guys like to do?
I would like to talk to the sprite.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like chat with it and make sure it's cool and hanging out.
Especially now that
I
it's
respect
legitimate
it.
code.
Yeah, I respect it, and we're chilling, and I'm not being a dick, so I just want that to be clear.
Perfect. I get to track another type of social standing.
You're welcome.
I love it. Where do you guys want to do next? You guys have a lead in Seattle. You guys know that there was a bomb that was placed through here by Sarge. You guys have Sarge's old phone.
I mean, there's nothing we can do here to like track Sarge other than just like brute force searching. The
we have
platform. Can we?
We have the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over to Cat 9 and be like, this is a lead we have. Do you want him? Should we let the sprite go in on it?
I would say that would probably be a great idea. However,
Okay.
you're gonna have to get in, and then the sprite can do what they need.
Yep, I'm already in.
Oh,
I just don't want to sit here and
Wunderbar.
there's a lot of shit to go through. So
yeah.
I'll ask the sprite as one of the tasks to go through the phone and give us any leads toward the a bomb that had been moved or placed through Denver.
So I guess that could be just like going through and watermarking stuff, like, because then I can see what's been tagged via watermark, and
Yep.
then we can go back over it that way.
All right, so watermark, tag an icon with invisible marking to only resident-driven entities can see. It's kind of like a matrix signature. This allows the sprite to secretly leave messages on the matrix objects. A sprite can override an existing watermark with a new one. A watermark can be erased. Otherwise, it's less as long as the icon does.
Never mind. I guess if it's icon, then that's not like.
Yeah, it's just that'd be just tagging the phone. Like if you see someone and you want to tag their phone with a watermark, you'd be able to see, if you could see the watermark, you'd be able to see that phone is the person that you tagged originally.
Okay. I'm sorry, everybody in Chatland.
We're
learning on
learning
the fly here.
how to technomance. How dare you?
It's gonna be a thing. We'll get there. Give me like 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is where we should do it, right?
100%.
Okay, so I'm looking at these.
I mean that data sprite can still like dig through stuff for you.
Yeah, it can still do. It still has the electronic skills and cracking, so it can still do.
It frees up your hands.
It can still do the things as long as it has those. Like it's those two skills. So it can still do the things.
Sure.
I've never messed with spirits. And already messing with sprites, I miss the free form that is spirits.
You could get them a task like to like do any of the matrix actions too. So like if you find a matrix action, you can have it do it.
Yes. Oh, never mind. I already landed out those tasks.
So like Janky, if you have any sort of tasks that you know of that would work on this phone.
Oh yeah, let me get out of the Technomancer section of the book and go to where I'm comfortable.
Yeah, no, like it's quite literally just an extra set of hands for you now, up to 5 times.
And it
Sweet.
can do the watermark, but it also can do camouflage, which
so
you can
hide in files.
It can conceal a file within another file in such a way to make it invisible from the matrix searches.
I like that.
And it can only be found with a matrix perception shirt that is specifically looking for the hidden file.
And even the sprite has to make the test to find it again.
Yeah, that's how good it hides it. That the sprite is like, I don't know where I put this at.
Take this data and bury it.
Okay, I buried it. Now go find it. Well, it's buried. I
mean-
don't know where I put it.
You didn't
So
tell me
if-
to remember.
If we haven't found anything on the phone yet, then there's not much that we can do, right? Like,
Right, I mean, it was unlocked. It was an
phone
unlocked
itself.
phone that you were able to fully go through.
There's no text messages saying, "All right, let's meet up here."
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
Well, with our powers combined, we could probably do some pretty heavy searching.
Yeah, I mean, it's not clear. to me, this is just a phone sitting here right now. If we haven't found anything on it, like I can't hack a person. I can't find the person that this phone belongs to, so it's not entirely useful. Unless, like, this is actually more Reno's area. If we want to call some number on here and see if we can start conning people to get, or if you want me to send a message to somebody, like that sort of thing is the only thing I can think of to do. I can't.
At the phrase of "I can't hack a person," Cat Nine's eyes light up, and it's like, "Would you like to try?"
I already did earlier. I couldn't even find you.
Couldn't find it. Amateur hour. Okay.
Says the dryad sitting on the ground.
I'll have you know that maybe I've already found my new environment, and I'm very comfy here. Okay. Poser.
We'll see
Damn.
about that.
Perfect. So which do you want to start reaching out to some of these contacts that's on here? Sorry for punching my mic. Or
From what Pike said earlier, we can get an audience with Dobrik if that's something you're interested in. I don't know when the last time they spoke with Sarge was, but
It's definitely a good place to start, but that's all the way in Seattle.
back in Seattle. Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, we had a lead here.
We
I mean,
just
that phone was our lead. I mean, it's kind of a dead end now if we don't know where Sarge went after this.
I mean, and I'm just kind of going with the notion at the moment. We're looking for bomb, yes?
We're looking for the vampire who had the bomb last, or I mean, ideally, yes, the bomb end goal. Yeah.
Okay. So now I wasn't giving too much information on what exactly the bomb was. So enlighten me. Is it big bomb, little bomb, medium bomb?
Nuclear bomb that can fit within a briefcase.
Oh.
Yeah, little
Did you
bomb,
hear
big
the-
boom.
the news a while back about the bomb that went off in Nevada, Aslan.
Oh, it's the Aslan explosion. Yes.
Yeah, one of those.
Okay.
We've already got
something like
one. There's just one left.
Well, something like that is probably going to have, even if it's not actively doing anything, I would assume it has some sort of, like, matrix connection, right? So it knows, like, the internal clock has to know what time it is. I mean, if we just kind of drive around the city and maybe do a lot of sniffing around, we can smell the poop on the shoe? Is that the phrase?
Well, that is a phrase that you have said.
Yes. Oh.
But, okay, maybe it's not great what I said, but you understand what I'm saying, right?
So your idea is to drive around town and look for it.
I mean, we don't have to get out.
The bomb gives off some type of scent that you can pick up.
Well, I mean, it has to have... Janky, am I making sense here?
Well, yeah, sure.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Sorry, it's amateur hour over here.
oh, it's the spiral's begun.
Have you thought about just looking for it? Janky, have you tried just looking for it?
We didn't try.
Looking for the bomb?
On the
Okay,
Matrix.
now I feel like you're making fun of me a little bit.
Yes, I tried looking for the bomb. I don't know its matrix signature.
Yeah, but did we drive around and look for it? That's
All right, haha, make fun
There's
of
only
the
what,
foreign
like
guy.
10 blocks in this?
Make fun of all of us, all right? There we go. Ha 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 ha.
Do you want to go look for it?
I hop out of the plane and you say, cool, what's the next step? I expected you all to have some sort of, like, plan.
Maybe
You're right. You're
Maybe
right.
we can use the contacts in this phone to do some social engineering. All right, we send some links. We do a little phishing, and we'll see what bites.
Yeah, who were the ones that actually replied to this vampire guy? Like,
Yeah,
who
I
are
didn't
his
realize.
friends?
I didn't realize we had contacts on this phone.
Nobody looked at the. Okay, so I know that Janky. looked
There's
at the
no
phone, and that
contacts
was a
on the
bad
phone.
omen.
I don't even remember where this phone came. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember where this phone came. I
Uh,
would have looked
I
at
didn't
it
even
though,
know we
so
had a
I
phone.
know if there's I know if there's contacts or not. I would have looked at this thing.
Yeah.
I know I
we
did
found the
this on it.
phone, and then the tree was like, and then we were like, all right, well, let's deal with him real quick, and kind of forgot about the phone.
I mean,
We have a phone.
Reno did give the phone to Janky. He's like, here, this is your expertise. And then Janky turned it on, and there was no password, and it just turned on. And it was great, and it went through the data. There were 3 individuals who responded back and said that 2 of them, all 3 messages that went out to these individuals that responded was asking if they knew who Dobrik, Karma, and Konami were. And 2 out of 3 knew of Dobrik, and Konami matched the look of Dobrik's guard. But neither of them knew who Mason was. And the last contact said that they did know them all, but also did you know that there was a 4th? A guy named Hardwire, who was their decker. And that was sort of all that was sort of said. That they all said that last known, they were all in Seattle. But as far as where they were now, again, this information is also like 3 weeks old at this point. So last known, they were all in Seattle. Then obviously you guys met Karma, which shows a little bit of a different story of where Karma is. But that's, as of right now, that's all you have is just these 3 contacts of who responded back. There was a couple more that were like they sent out to, but they looked like they were cold contacts who didn't respond back to them. But they all seemed like they were like very old contacts that he hasn't talked to in years. But that is where we're going to head and wrap up. I will definitely make sure to pull up my notes and find the contact names and make sure to put them in the Discord for you guys, since you guys would have that information. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Introduction of our new character, Cat 9.
Hey, it's me. I'm Cat 9, just without the accent.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Very good time. If
Cat 9.
Cat 9. Matt, if you want to go ahead and do the creator roundup.
Yeah, so we have some content creators here in our midst. Janky is one of them. Stonefeld Analyzes is what he goes by. He plays some League of Legends, Apex Legends, some other things, and provides a very in-depth analysis on those types of games. So definitely check them out. Unfortunately, JJ Tiny could not make it tonight, but give them a follow over at JRobin7X. And finally, we have Ian, aka Boxcar, aka Cat9 now.
Rest in peace, Boxcar.
Boxcar's not dead.
Boxcar, who's not dead. But
Have a
they
relaxing vacation, Boxcar.
they are a variety gamer, so you never know what to expect. You need to check them out. I know they play a lot of TFT, some Tarkov, sometimes League, sometimes who knows. So give them a follow for sure to see what's in store. But those are all of our content creators outside of J Brews, who you should definitely follow. And follow on Twitter at We Run the Night RP. That is twitter.com/We Run the Night RP, most likely. Follow us there for any changes to the show, schedule, anything of that nature.
Indeed. last but not, or I guess not even last but not least, I don't know where I'm going. Also, guys, if you are already, make sure you guys check out RunnerNet. It's 6E living community. We've gotten up to 25 runs per month so far for the last 2 months. So very active over there. We have 60 plus players. And we are getting ready in 2 weeks, getting ready to do our second community event, which is going to be 14 days of runs that will forever change how the lore is in the LC, which is going to be a very fun time. You guys may also see yourselves being put onto the show in one way or another by a name drop or something like that, if you guys happen to find yourself in the last match. So make sure to check that out. We do have a YouTube as well. We will be uploading this episode on Monday over at youtube.com/@jbrews. So make sure to go and check that out. We will, like I said, upload at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Ian, if you want to talk to them about the podcast, and we upload on that.
All right, so check this out. I know for the past couple weeks I've been like, "Hey, podcast incoming." Well, that remains the same. Podcast incoming. We finally are in a position where I can get access to the older episodes, so I'm working on getting those fixed up and ready to go. And yeah, we're gonna start cranking those out. So check that out right there. Frostbite was rad and did the podcast command. So really anywhere that you find and listen to your podcast. So Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, whatever it is. Any and all of them. I forgot what words were for a second there. I'm sorry. So go check them out. Give a listen. We have all of our old Shadowrun and other games that we've played in there. So if you want some fun stories, go check that out. For the names like Karma, Konami, Dobrik, Mason, Hardwire that you heard tonight, all of those are previous Shadowrun or previous We Run the Night games.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last season that we did. So if you want to know anything about who they are and why they're important, go check that out. And if you're going to listen to it, you might as well leave a review. That could help some runner out there looking for a safe spot to kind of bunker down and listen, have a good time. That's all I've got on that. So be ready, because they're coming on Thursday mornings before the show, so you can get caught up on last week before you tune in for this week's.
Indeed. Or else.
Wise choice.
But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. We will be live next week as well with another episode of We Run the Night, and we will also be doing another giveaway next week. We'll be starting the giveaway at the start of the show, and we will be actually giving away a copy of whatever archetype book you want. It is your choice. We'll just make sure to find that out, and it will be a PDF copy that we'll be sending out to you. So make sure to be here next week for your PDF copy of any of the books up to this Hack and Slash. So it's going to be a really, really cool time, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Bye.